Jewish men around the world wear it almost every day of the week, yet few know its significance. Most do not understand why they wear it. Hardly any of them know what it contains.
Tefillin. Two small leather boxes attached by leather straps. The two boxes contain biblical passages inscribed on parchment. So, why do you put on tefillin? Or rather, what's its significance? Beyond the more well-known explanation of attaining strength and knowledge through the two head and arm components, there is another idea presented by the Ramban that can make your wearing tefillin more meaningful. To understand this insight, we should go through some background information. There are, predominantly, three types of believers in this world. The first, people who believe God never existed and that the world came into being without him. In other words, they deny God in his entirety. They're atheists. The second group believes that God had to do with creation, but that he left shortly after. According to them, God allows the world to flow naturally and has nothing to do with their day-to-day lives. The final group believes that God created the world and plays an active role in it every day. We Jews, along with most other religions, fall into this category. But how do we show it? How do we express that we believe God listens and intervenes in our daily lives? Through tefillin. The tefillin boxes contain 4 biblical passages. The Shema. This famous pasuk stresses God's oneness. V'haya. Found in Sefer Devarim, it mentions the rewards that come once we follow the Torah. It also lists the consequences if we do not. A second passage, titled V'haya, states that we are commanded to pass on our religion and our teachings to our children. The fourth passage is Kaddish. This passage commands us to always remember how God redeemed us from our slavery in Egypt. Kaddish discusses an exodus that followed 10 plagues carried out by God. As we put on tefillin, we remember the 10 plagues. We remember that God not only created the world, but that he never left it. It is the Jews' belief of God's daily intervention that makes our davening worthwhile. For if we didn't believe God is involved with our lives, why would we pray? When somebody prays with tefillin, it shows God that he believes God is listening and will respond to his prayers. Tefillin is an oath, a sign of man's testament to God that we believe our prayers will be answered. It's a link we have between us and Hashem. So tomorrow morning, when you put on tefillin, remember which category you fall under. The group that knows God intervenes in our everyday lives.